Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. I am off to game week 2. Hopefully that you guys will join me. Do not forget, I'll be creating a deadline stream on a Saturday. So please do join. All you gotta do is subscribe if you're new and drop a like on the video. See you guys later. Meow. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be looking at my team and what transfer that I made for game week 2. I'm going to be looking at the fixtures and looking at some of the trending transfers for this weekend's games. Okay, so looking at my team, as you can see, I have made one transfer already. Now, normally, last season, I try to hold my transfer as long as I can, you know. After the press conference, I like to kind of make my final decision near to the deadline. However, this season, I'm going to play the game a little bit different, and I'm going to try my best to attack each and every game week. Last time out, I just took too long on my transfers, and I lost a lot of points by just waiting and just giving other players a chance to actually get the points. This season, I'm going to go all ahead and I'm going to attack every single game week as much as I can. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to take a lot of hits. I'm just going to be making the moves and not caring too much of the players that I have. So I have removed Dele Alli and I brought in James Rodriguez. That is 7.5, 11.5% owned. Now, as you can see, no goals or no assists. Okay. I totally understand that. However, he looked really good in that game against Tottenham. 5 key passes, one of the highest key passes in game week 1. Now, I know it's only game week 1. However, I want to be a little bit ahead. If I am not wildcarding, I want to get in these players that I think and I feel that could do well for the next coming game weeks. And as you can see, West Brom at home, Crystal Palace away, and Brighton at home. These fixtures I want a player from. So that midfield is really strong. It's really exciting, and that will definitely help players like Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison to get more points. With James, now I'm not sure who's going to be taking a penalty when Sigurdsson is not on the pitch. So we will see. Hopefully that it is James, but I don't know if it will be. But if he is, then wow, that's going to be an amazing buy. And if you look at the fixtures, I think that even though if I take a -4 point hit, I think that I'll be able to get some points from this guy. And the other transfer that I was thinking to do is removing Danny Ings for Martial. Now, I did mention that I would like to get a Manchester United player in game week 2. Now, one of my main plans was to remove Salah for Bruno Fernandes. However, like I said on the previous videos, that if there are some players that are just performing really well, or like a team, I'm going to be going for those players. I'm going to try and attack in it. So if we look at these fixtures, like I said, I'm going to be attacking as many game weeks as possible. As you can see, Everton versus West Brom. I really want an Everton player. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? But I think for the next couple of game weeks, he should be able to return some points. And I desperately want a Manchester United player against Crystal Palace. And I got an Arsenal player against West Ham. So I got a good amount of cover for this game week. So yeah, that was my team. Now, before I go through some of the trending transfers for game week 2, I do want to mention that it is 50% off to become a Fantasy Football Hub member. So if you haven't already, go ahead, check it out and use the link in the description below or in the comments. So yeah, and here is an example of one of the FPL tools here, predicted points tool. It will show you that who will do really well in game week 2. It will kind of help you out to kind of make those final decisions. So it's really good. It will definitely help you out. So go check it out and use the link in the description below, as it will help me. Okay, so here we go. Now, as for the transfers, let me see if I can, I don't know if you guys can see this properly. I don't know if you guys can see the numbers. If you can't, I'll definitely sort this out. But I just want to quickly go through some of the top 5. Is Fernandes. a player that is on everyone's radar, 10.5, as you can see, 22.2% owned. He takes penalties, corners, free kicks, the lot. No wonder why a lot of FPL managers are going for him. The transfers in is actually 337,245. Wow. The next one is on the list is Kevin De Bruyne. I think with this, a lot of FPL managers are moving Salah or Mane on to bring in a Manchester City asset. For me, I'm looking to bring him in game week 3 with removing Aubameyang. I don't think that you should remove Aubameyang in game week 2. I think he's got a higher chance to get more points than Kevin De Bruyne, but it is Kevin De Bruyne, so he could still match Aubameyang while Aubameyang's at home. Willian, I don't know if, for me, he's not actually on my radar to bring in because I already have Aubameyang and I have other plans and other transfers that I want. So I guess if you were wildcarding, maybe, but I am not 100% certain on this player right now. Maybe later on, maybe like in game week 4 when they play against Sheffield United at home. And the other two that I wanted to quickly look at is Banford. I think this player was the first player to get a price rise, as you can see, 5.6. I mean, you know, 5.6 is really cheap. Cheapest attacking player that actually plays. But I'm not certain on that for the long run. I think there's a competition there. And he's only played 61 minutes against Liverpool. And the goal that he scored was given by Van Dijk, so I'm not too sure, but this fixture against Fulham is really good. So I don't know. I don't know. He's not on my radar, but you never know. Gabriel here, 5 million. I can understand why a lot of FPL managers has went for him. You know, scored a goal and a clean sheet. So as you can see, 15 points, definitely helps out a lot to kind of like get that player in. I think the next fixture is really good, but then later on it becomes a little bit more difficult. So I don't know if having a Arsenal defense might be the good strategy to have for the long term. For game week 2, I can see it working out. And if we look at like transferred out, is this transferred out? Yeah, okay, that's game. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because, oh yeah, they look at each game week. Werner, he had a dead leg while he was playing the game. Okay, like that's how he got the penalty, and he played up to 90 minutes. So I wouldn't be in a rush to remove him. I know I talked about removing him, but that was just a suggestion because if he is injured, then I will have to remove him. But thinking about it, I actually want him back in my team because there's a game against West Brom, Crystal Palace, then Southampton at home. Really good fixtures for Chelsea to kind of gel a little bit more and to do well. I think that removing him might be a little bit of a problem. That's 249,000 FPL managers has removed him already. Song and Dele Alli, right? I would rather remove Dele Alli than Song. Song is a great player and he can bring the big points. But if you want to go and get that Manchester United player, and I guess looking at these kind of like price tags, I guess a lot of people are trying to bring Manchester United players. I mean, it's quite easy to remove Werner to Martial, so I can understand that. But if you can hold him, I would suggest to hold him. We've got Trent. Look at his points. 185 and 210. I can understand why people are removing him because he's like 7.5. I mean, that money that kind of helps out to get like Luka Dean has got really good fixtures. And maybe, you know, having Luka Dean over Trent could be the way to go for the next couple of game weeks. But we don't know, like, there's going to be a time where you would want to bring him. So it's kind of a risky thing here. I understand about Ings. Look, Redmond got himself injured. I don't know how long he's out for. I think Armstrong's still out as well. So that's two attacking players that is not going to help Danny Ings at all. So that's a problem. Their defense is not looking good. They already lost in the cup as well. So there's quite a few problems at Southampton right now. I can understand why people are removing Mane. It's quite an easy switch to go and get Kevin De Bruyne or Sterling. but Mane does have a really good record away. So that was pretty much it. I just thought I'll go through my team, my transfer, some of the strategies, fixtures, and some of the trending transfers. I do have a full-time job, but because I am working at home, it's definitely helping me out to create more videos for you guys. So if you haven't subscribed already, I'm telling you right now, subscribe, because I'm going to be creating a lot more videos. And I got that passion, I got that drive. I really want to do it, and I want to play the game with you. And if I can help people around, perfect. So yeah, all you got to do is subscribe if you're new. Always drop a like, because it does help me out a lot. And if you do want to become a Fantasy Football Hub member, there'll be a link in the description below or in the comments. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. And have a good game week too. See ya.